Those are looking to clutch this up in the 1v2, but can he do it? Here McDaddy does get spotted out. Comes in, and again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the tide is gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map now, and it goes back in favor of the side of Big Mac. A very back and forth kill so far. The kill's not going their way if you're Havoc Elite Legends. This is looking too close to call here from me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
they got it. They did.
They closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Like a phantom menace. You just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more. Just gonna try and play his life. Make it another for Ren on the 5 spree. Make it a 6 in a row for Ren. Make it a 7 spree for Ren, and the win going the way of it. The 5 black on this map number 1. My goodness.
Jake Pancake fights that idea out as another kill for him, as he's absolutely popping off. Howdy again doing work into the front of sight, and I do believe it is too much here for the side of EWG Red to try to get this one, but again it's just a contest and they need to try to get these kills. But Jake Pancake with a 3-piece to close us out, I do believe, and that's gonna do that for us. Team Reapers absolutely and again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the Titan gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map now, and it goes back in favor of the side of Big Max. A very back and forth kill so far. The kill is not going their way if you're Havoc Elite Legends. This is looking too close to call here for me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
they got it. They did.
They closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Out. He's going to be coming in. Will you read it out for me? Able to take down Vessel. So a 2v4 just like that. Daddy realizing that he's getting on both sides. Oh no. And Vessel going to be assassinated in the corner. Will be the side of EWG Academy winning round number 4.
At least buy Vessel dinner first. Good lord. That's just common courtesy, right?
Yeah, it has to be. Grab him some dinner. That's not even. Never mind. But my goodness, EWG Academy feeling confident, feeling like they are going to win this series.
Yeah, Army here decided he's going to take him hostage. He's going to show him the brick wall. Something PG-13 related happening here.
The rest of this P3 time, you will have Ren early rotated, able to take down one and might get traded out here. Will be on the chase. Ren so sneaky, so slippery, gonna be going back. A double for Ren. You can't kill this man. He is just being a nuisance. Make it a triple for Ren. The time secured for the side of Amplified. He is like a phantom menace. You just Amplified Black on this map number 1. My goodness.
Jake Hunt that idea out as another kill for him, and he's absolutely popping off. Howdy again, doing work into the front of sight, and I do believe they too much here for the side of PG Red to try to get this one, but again, it's just a contest, and they need to try to get these kills, but Jake Hunt with a 3-piece to close us out, I do believe, and that's gonna do that for us. Team Reapers absolutely. Does get spotted out by Decent, just holding that angle from the back. Knows himself in the 1v2, and again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the tide's gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map now, and it goes back in favor of the side of Big Max. A very back and forth kill so far. The kill's not going their way if you're Havoc Elite Legends. This is looking too close to the call here from me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
Big Max, they got it. They did it.
they closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Gonna be coming in. Will you read it out for me? Able to take down that C4 just like that. Daddy Rivers realizing that he's getting on both sides. Oh no. And Vestal's going to be assassinated in the corner. Will be the side of EWG Academy winning round number 4.
At least buy Vessel dinner first. Good lord. That's just common courtesy, right?
Yeah, it has to be. Go grab him some dinner. It's not even, at the time. Never mind, but my goodness. EWG Academy is feeling confident, feeling like they are going to win this series.
Yeah, Army here, he decides he's going to take it hostage. He's going to show him the brick wall. Nothing PG-13 related happening here. And
Rest of this B3 time, you will have Ren early rotated, able to take down one. It might get traded out here. Will be on the chase. Ren so sneaky, so slippery. Going to be going back. A double for Ren. You can't kill this man. He is just being a nuisance. Make it a triple for Ren. The time secured for the side of Amplified. He is like a phantom menace. You just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more. Just gonna try and play his life. Make it another for Ren on the 5-3. Make it a 6 in a row for Ren. Make it a 7-3 for Ren. And the win going the way of Amplified Black on this map number 1. My goodness.
Jake Hunt wipes that idea out as another kill for him, and he's absolutely popping off. Howdy again, doing work into the front of sight, and I do believe it is too much here for the side of PG Red to try to get this one. But again, it's just a contest. They need to try to get these kills, but Jake Hunt with a 3-piece to close us out, I do believe, and that's gonna do that for us. Team Reapers absolutely. Doesn't get spotted out by Decent, just holding that angle from the back. Those are looking to catch this one in the 1v2, and he do it. And again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the tide's gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map now, and it goes back in favor of the side of Big Max. A very back and forth kill so far. The kill's not going their way if you're Havoc Elite Legends. This is looking too close to the call here from me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
Big Max, they got it. They did
they
it.
closed it out.
Amplified. He is like a phantom menace. You just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more. Just gonna try and play his life. Make it another for Ren on the 5-3. Make it a 6 in a row for Ren. Make it a 7th free for Ren. And the win going the way of Amplified Black on this map number 1. My goodness. This is looking too close to call here from me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
Big Max, they got it. They did
they
it.
closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Now, he's going to be coming in. Will you read it out? Farmy able to take down Best also a 2v4 just like that. Daddy realizing that he's getting on both sides. Oh no. And Festo going to be assassinated in the corner. Will be the side of EWG Academy winning round number 4.
At least buy Vessel dinner first. Good lord. That's just common courtesy, right?
My goodness, EWG Academy feeling confident, feeling like they are going to win this series.
Yeah, but Army here, he decides he's going to take a hostage. He's going to show him the brick wall. Nothing PG-13 related happening here. And
The rest of this P3 time, you will have Ren early rotated, able to take down one and might get traded out here. Will be on the chase. Ren so sneaky, so slippery, going to be going back a double for Ren. You can't kill this man. He is just being a nuisance. Make it a triple for Ren. The time secured for the side of Amplified. He is like a phantom menace. You just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more. Just gonna try and play his life. Make it another for Ren on the 5-3. Make it a 6 in a row for Ren. Make it a 7th free for Ren. And the win going the way of Amplified Black on this.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's EWG League. This is week 4, and I believe this is probably one of the final games we're going to see of the regular season before the playoffs start, and big playoff implications for this one as well. It's going to be Noire Esports going up against AnD Blackwall. I believe that's Armed and Dangerous Blackwall. I keep messing that up. Noire 2-1 right now, and have a chance to potentially upset the 3-0 AnD Blackwall right now. And I believe if they win this match, they have the edge as well. So they're head-to-head as well as the record advantage. So this is kind of really for first seed here. If AnD drop this, they could potentially go down. And if Noire win this, it gets a little murky because there is a third contender potentially below them. I believe it's TBK, one of the TBK rosters as well. So, the map count's a little interesting, but I think potentially Noire can get the first edge in the end if they're able to take this victory. So we'll see if it's going to be happening tonight as we'll head to our maps and modes for the series. We're going to be starting off with Exposure, Raid, and then Scar. And then map number 4, if we do go the distance, it's going to be Blackheart. So a little bit more of a close quarters affair there. And then S&D on Scar to finish us out. Map number 5 if we do go all the way to the distance. But we'll see if that even needs to happen. As we are going to be transitioning to our rosters for tonight. I believe I have a little bit of a mix-up on the rosters. I believe Noire has a couple of their different players coming in. So I believe it's Peeps and Key, But instead of Fatal and Erazi, it's going to be Betwatch and Track tonight for Noire. So a little bit of a shake up there. Substitutes coming in. And then for AnD Blackwall, they're not in the lobby yet, but I'm assuming this is their roster. These are the only players I think they have on their roster. So it's going to be Fives, 1103, Mr. Up 20, and Forms should round out the AnD Blackwall roster there. And we should be getting things started here in a moment. Still waiting for people to join on up, but oh, it looks like they're resetting the lobby on me. Unfortunate. So lobby reset is what it is. I'm going to just wait for another code real quick, and then we'll get things started here momentarily. Sorry for the delays, guys. This match was supposed to take place at 10:30. We're starting it a little early, so it's not really too big of a rush for me, is what it is. But we'll get in a new lobby with a new code relatively quickly. And I guess predictions for the series for me, you know, it is tough for me to predict because I don't think I've seen the AnD Blackwell roster play as of yet. But I mean, they're 3-0, and let me pull up their stats real quick. If I remember, I believe they're 9-0 in map count, so they have not dropped a map as of yet at all. And Noire Esports, I've casted I think almost all of their games so far. They've been up and down for sure. You know, it's definitely a solid team, and you know, I mean, if the record goes to indicate anything, it's that they probably have an uphill battle in this one. Maybe not so much so, but it should be a good game nonetheless. I'm expecting this to go multiple extended maps, possibly map 5. We'll see if that ends up happening. Is that we are going to get the lobby reset. I guess they did restart it, so new code, new me. Let me get in the game, and we'll get things started here in a moment. But I guess, yeah, predictions, I don't know. It's tough for me because it's, you know, you're betting against the, if I were to bet against Noire, it's going to be betting against the 9-0 roster, you know. I don't know if they had any forfeits or not going into it, and I haven't really watched them play. So, you know, I can give them the benefit of the doubt for now, but, you know, we'll see if Noire can step up to the plate. And it's going to be interesting, too, yeah, without their full roster as well. A couple substitutes coming in as well, so that might hinder them a little bit potentially here in this matchup. So I think potentially I might be predicting Blackwall in this one. I still think we're going to go the distance. I still think this might go all 5 maps. You know, we can only hope because I don't know if you guys were here for the last series, but the last series I casted was one of the most one-sided matches, quickest matches I've ever casted in my entirety of casting. We got in and out of there in about 30-ish minutes, and we had a kind of a delay, not a little delay, but waited to start for a little bit. So that was, yeah, you guys should check out the VOD if you guys want to see a massacre. It was that last one for sure. Oh, man. What's up, peeps? Oh, wait. What's up, peeps? I don't think so. You should, if you have you should talk to an admin about that to make sure, but I don't think you have to. I'm pretty sure, unless the other team requests it, I think. I think you're good. Yeah, I think you're good, peeps. Anyway, I'm just chilling here in the lobby, guys. How you guys doing tonight? How's chat doing? I know we, you know, it's a little bit early, so potentially, not quite ready yet. Just chilling, just waiting. How we doing? Like I said, I just got done doing the fastest series in the West, so I'm looking forward to hopefully a better one this time around. Is what it is, but you're bored. You said you were world starting too much? Damn, you were world starting too much? They had to sub you out? That's messed up, bro. That's crazy, man. Well, you couldn't make it tonight, Fatal? Didn't want to contribute to your team's victory? Oh, man. Hopefully they join up soon. I could send it to a break here, but I typically don't like doing that. Am I even in the VC? Oh, yeah, I am. I've forgotten to do that a couple times. I haven't gotten yelled at yet for not being in the VC when I'm casting, but because I've definitely done it or not done it on accident a couple different times, but it is what it is. We'll see if we're able to do anything. Not do anything. I just had a brain fart. See if I don't get in trouble for not doing that eventually. We'll see. Oh, what just happened? Did we reset the lobby again? What is going on? This one. They just all joined right when you guys left too. Wow. All right. He has other plans for you? Oh. Oh, I see. I see. You guys can go on your a little date night. My bad. I didn't want to interrupt date night. My bad. Yeah, I don't know what's his game crashed again. Damn. Oh man. I don't know who's host though. Wait, am I a host? Do I have the power? I think I do have the power, actually. Fuck. They gave me a host. No. I don't want to host. Well, I guess it's technically the same server, but I just didn't want to start it. Whatever. It's fine, I guess. I just hit the fucking start button. Let me see if it's even the same. I can check in the lobby. Oh no, it's definitely an East host. I'm on like 75. Date is crazy. Whatever he says goes, yeah. Damn, dictatorship. Ruling with an iron fist. I see you, crazy. I see you. Oh man. All right, we got a new code. Third time's the charm. Hopefully he doesn't crash this time. I'm a little worried about the lobby crashing if he's already crashed 2 different times trying to set it up. So hopefully we don't have any issues with crashing going on. We'll see. We'll see if they can do that. Set it up properly. We're actually like approaching the actual start time, so you know, W. This gives me time to potentially, since the match hasn't started yet, and I haven't had the opportunity to do this yet, but I might do it now. I could potentially see if the DoorDash challenge is in effect or not. I don't really want to do that because I'm not even hungry yet, but I could do it. I could do it for sure. By the time it gets here, it might be a minute, but hey, horse, how you doing? You're playing Val. Nice. I haven't played Val in a while. It's probably been like a year at least, a couple years since I've like actually like played it a lot. I was like grinding it for a little bit. Like I played not grinding it, but I was like playing with the homies for a little bit there, a couple months, a few years ago, and I got like decent at it, but I quit playing. It's like one of those games I'm not solo queuing that game. I'm only playing with the homies, you know what I mean? Fuck that. Same thing with like CS:GO. Like the only reason I played that game for as long as I did was because I had a bunch of people I knew that played it, and I actually got pretty good at CS. Like toward my tail end of it. I don't know what to get. If I were to order, yo, pizza does sound kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. Pizza does sound nice. That's gonna like knock me the fuck out though. I'm just not gonna order anything for now. Might just wait. I know Karma was kind of mad. So he said you better not got to cast without me. Because I did tell him I would let him cast with me on the on my channel, but I don't really feel like dealing with that right now. I already set it up just for me, so I don't really want to. I don't really want to add somebody else, especially he's like I tried like practicing with him a little bit, and he's not bad. He's like better than some of somebody else I had on here before, but I just don't feel like dealing with the setting up another camera and all that kind of shit right now, because I already set it for one person. So it's just gonna be me. You guys are stuck with me tonight, and just me. And we got 8 people in the lobby. Oh my god, no way. I'm mind blown, guys. There's 8 people in my lobby right now. Looks like they are. Maybe gonna start it. Maybe they start it. Please start the match. No, I'm trolling. I should have thrown on some music though, or something. I've just been sitting here in silence. Sometimes I do that, but I don't know. Like, it's hard to know like how long it's gonna take before the match starts every time. Like, I don't know if the match is gonna be like, you know, starting on time, or if I'm gonna like be yapping. You know what I mean? What's up, Grim Reaper? Wait, you're friends with who? TBK or the people in this match? You'll see that in 30 seconds. I think they're ready. I'm just chilling, just waiting. I know this is a little earlier than we were like planning on doing, so that's why everybody's kind of like filtering in here, and we also had like the lobby crash like twice, so it is what it is, but I still think this should be a good series regardless. Hopefully here. Excuse me. Oops. Let me move this and get this. Oh, gotcha, Grim. Yeah, no, yeah. Yesterday's match was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That was a really good match. And it made it better because everybody was talking shit in chat against each other. It was a wild match. My chat hasn't been that heated in forever. Oh man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna break down and buy a pizza, guys. I think I'm breaking down. I'm not like that hungry yet, so maybe I like hold off and like schedule it for later. I don't know if I want to do that. Oh no, I was talking about the one. There might have been another match, but I was talking about the one I casted yesterday. It was versus Ethereum. I don't know if you were in chat. I think you were in chat for that, Grim. It was TBK Black versus Ethereum. That was the one I was referring to. That one was insane. Insane is a understatement. But we are finally loading on in, I believe, here to map number 1. Sorry about the apologies for the wait, guys. It's I had a feeling this was gonna happen. Whenever I try and start the series early, or people trying, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's always delays. So is what it is. We are off to the races. Noire Esports on the left, AnD Blackwall on the right. The battle for the first seed in their group H. We'll see if they're gonna be up for it. And look at Fives already gets the timing on 2 different players. Shots on in on the second one, and that's already a clean 4 down. Fives finding a god route, getting on the point as well. That'll be early time going Blackwell's way. And I'll remind you guys, so far, Blackwall undefeated in their group as well. 9-0 map count heading in to week number 4. And I think this is the last match these teams are going to play. They might have one more. I didn't check, so they might have one more match potentially. I think actually there is one more week, actually. I think week 5 is next week. So there is potentially more games to play, but this is a big one, really, for Noire Esports. If they can win this one, they should be comfortably... Well, maybe not comfortably, but they could take first seed away from the 9-0 squadron if they win right here. But this is going to be a big ass so far. Fives with a double on new. Almost got the triple there. Track gets 1 back, but I mean, clean start. AnD back. Blackwall 30-point edge already have the rotations to new, and I mean a double from the numbers. 1103. I don't even know what to call this guy. He's the number man, and he's putting up numbers on the board. 3 in a row for him. Super soaking the time as well. Fortunately, Peeps taking a route, getting a double as well. Almost a third. That watch is there for the trade. 3 dead and a much-needed break coming on into the P2. Things were starting to get a little out of hand early on this hard point, but red arrows are still here, and they're still pouncing. They got to be careful from the side of Noire here to not flip these spawns. They want to soak as much time as they can, but also maintain map positioning, and they've done a good job of it on this P2 toward the tail end of it. He loses a big one mid-map. Yeah, maybe not the best chow from the SMG at that range, but I guess he did get killed by an SMG himself, so head glitch OP is what it is. It can happen to you sometimes, but Noire is here. Decent setup for them as well, but they're going to get flipped instantly as soon as I say that. 4 dead, and Key, the only one alive to push up for Noire Esports, and this has been a pretty excellent start from Blackwall, the beginning of this map. And finally, a break coming on in from Noire, but Peeps, the lone member, finds himself in the window, and a double kill from the number man, putting up the biggest of numbers. Double kill for him, breaking on through. And a 60-point edge or so on this window hill with 20 seconds left, but this is a good position Noire finds himself in. They break into the hill with 20 seconds left, and they have the spawns for new. They got to be careful to try and watch the overextension on this pinch, though. 2 members already here from Noire, but Blackwall making the strides toward the back of the map. And Keizo wins a big one on the ground there. That allows Fives to just break on into the hill for absolutely free here. Stunning grenade is going to land, but Key might get overwhelmed here soon, and now it's just down to Peeps to maintain map positioning and spawns for this hill, but he can't do it. Keizo beams him in the back. And so far, so good. Blackwall breaking on again, and they've gotten a lot of time off these first couple of hills, really just off the back of their excellent trading. But as I say that, they're going to go 3 dead, and a good time to do so. 30 seconds still to claim on this P4 hill. Much needed time for Noire Esports to earn here, really. But one more push. One more push from Blackwall. And the numbers man gets it done. 11:03. Does get one, but instantly traded on out. Track reading the split spawns here. But is he going to read Fives? Fives is in a crucial spot here on new. He's by himself, but he's going to get sniffed out. Betwatch gets the freebie there. And they're going to maintain time for now, but they're completely surrounded. Mr. Up spawns out. He should be claiming the lives of his victims there. Split spawns on maps like this, or hills like this, really can be so annoying to deal with. Nice Kobe from Mr. Up 20. Not able to get the double, but that'll slow Noire down. But all things considered, still a 40-point game. Noire have definitely earned their way back into this map. Nice shots from Track over the top, able to get Keizo. And now just Mr. Up 20 toward mid-map to get something done. Able to get Rip 1 there. Nice shots on the Peeps. I thought with the melee, he might not have been able to win that, but he is able to. And yeah, Fives with a double kill with the Kobe over the top. That'll secure the last 15 or so seconds on this P5 hill as we transition back toward P1. And P1, P5, you can definitely chain a decent amount of time from both of these hills if you're able to set up. It's basically the exact same setup for both of these hills. Track in the window, gets gunned. Mr. Up 20 gets some positioning, but he finds himself by his lonesome now on this window, and Key just super soaking on P1. Decent time for Noire to get here. If they're able to soak a decent amount of this time, they're able to tie things up potentially here as the kill feed just going all of blue right now. Betwatch with a couple of kills, making a 3 spree for him. Doing what he can, and now Key finds himself alone on the hill. Gets out. I don't know how he's able to win that one. 1 HP. Finally falls. It's an interesting route from Peeps. I'm not sure if I love it, but it will work out for now. He doesn't go all the way around, but it might not matter as the spawn should spawn on the favorable side for P2. Or the side of Blackwall, we'll see if they can get anything done. It's going to be Key on the point for now. Actually, it's Noire, excuse me. Not Blackwall. Noire on the point for now. Can't even keep my team straight. The Betwatch keeping his enemies lined up straight in front of him. Gets a double. But unfortunately for them, on the side of Noire, the spawns will flip. Despite their best efforts, it seemed like they were set up perfectly for that one. I'm not even sure what happened. Wasn't looking at the mini-map, so apologies. They're going to have to watch that one back, and so am I. The spawns will flip, but still within grasp, about a 40-point cushion that Blackwall has maintained throughout this whole game so far. As Key, honestly, probably could just push forward at this point toward the window area and hold if he can. Key able to get one in transition, and Key heating up 22 for himself. Keeping Noire alive in this series, but unfortunately, as I say that, 4 dead. All of Noire Esports spawning out in Blackwall in comfortable positions for New right now, but Fives might get overwhelmed mid-map. A sacrificial lamb to try and push out for map control. And Betwatch in the back, but he has a big job to do now. Needs to get multiple kills here, but only able to get the 1. I mean, that is going to spawn Track in the back for the natural pinch here, but I mean, they're still getting parallels. Track just going to get overwhelmed here in a second. Number 6 is going to be on him instantly. Track only able to get 1, and it has been a clean hill from AnD Blackwall on this window hill, and more of the same from them this time. Did the same exact thing on the first rotation. That is really where they extended their lead in this map. And the final 20 or so should be going the way of Noire Esports here. See if they can get a rotation, a big rotation as well. They're getting a lot of scrap time, but just losing the battles on the map in transition. I mean, you see individual gunfights left and right here. Not a whole lot of team coordination on their overextension. Very night and day difference that we saw from Blackwall and the way they approached it. He's going to get rocked by a nade mid-map as well. Just hiding mid-map. We'll see if he can get anything done. And so far, so good. Blackwall holding from the front. Fives has 1 in front of him. Can he win it? The shoulder's going to come out. And a good bait and switch from Noire. But Fives putting him on skates. Almost able to get out of the way with his life. But damage has been done. Noire do break the spawn. But they need to win another couple of waves of kills to tie things on up here. And the nades are on in. Betwatch from the side. Able to get tags on 1. But the kills are just not coming through despite their best efforts. Fives and co. Break on in yet again, and with relative ease. No trophy systems. And they got to be careful to not flip here, as Noire Esports do have the better spots for New, and this is where they soaked a lot of the time, was this lower hill on P5 last time around, so that means they're still not out of it. Still that 40-point threshold that they just can't seem to overcome. Track almost getting turned on there. Just sloppy shots from him. Tag down low, but he lines them up. Makes up for it in spades. Double kill mid-map here. And Track now has support of his teammates. This is going to be a hard push to get through for AnD Blackwall here. We'll see if they can do it. So far, so good, though. 2 for 1. And it might be a third here, as Track is going to get overwhelmed from the sides. Peeps is surely going to fall, and that is a clinical way to break that hill. Blackwall doing a great job, waiting for their teammates, and just getting the trade advantage. Find themselves now 30 points away from taking map number 1. Still anybody's game, but I mean Blackwall with 3 dead. That might be the setup that they need to try and transition to P15s. Oh my god, that was insane movement. Bumps his head on the ceiling, and we've seen that tech from Shotzi and people like him just using and abusing your movement there. That was an insane way to die there. And Fives making it look easy. Still not over yet, though. As Noire Esports are on P1. And Betwatch watching low. Key wins another one on transition on the overextension. And now they have them pinned back on their side. And Key wins another big one. That is a huge gunfight kill. And Key just needs to stay alive if he can toward this cut area. Watching the pinch for his teammates. Doing what he can. And Key is here to pick up the pieces. 3 dead yet again. This is still not over. AnD Blackwall can still lose this, especially if Key is heating up. 33 for him in this match, keeping his team alive. Patrolling this tank area. We'll see. It's going to be up to Track on point right now. 17 seconds. They still need to make sure they don't lose on this P1. And they will not. They will not now, but it'll be very close indeed. He is still here on this tank area, but he's got to be careful. He has 1 above him on the solar panel. He's going to get jumped on Track is here, though. Should be a trade. Shots are on in, but Track's going to get overwhelmed by sheer numbers. He has his teammate Betwatch to watch over him in the watchtower position, but 3 arrows on the point and only 15 seconds left. Peeps with a double, though. Hold on, this is not over yet. The nade's going to land, but the ARs are out, and we have a basically tie game here. Noire Esports clawing their way back in the tail end of this map. This is still not over yet. 20 seconds for either team to end it, and this has been an incredible map to watch so far. Blackwall got to make sure they don't crumble in overtime here. We'll see if they can clutch on up. Peeps with a nade in the corner, not able to get it done. Track with the trade. Betwatch over the top, still watching over him, and 13 seconds left. The contest is on in from the barrel, but Track wins it. Track wins it before he goes down. Betwatch is still here. The contest is on in, and we're going to a new hill, surely here. And it's Noire Esports who have the rotation. They just have to win the gunfights in transition now. This is all important for them to find. Peeps wins 1 toward top middle, but he has 2 more to deal with. Track is here. What is Track able to do? And they get 3 dead. It should be all 4 here. Track, 1 more to find, and they might be able to seal it. 5 seconds left. Betwatch watching the front, and we are witnessing a breakdown from AnD Blackwall here. Noire come back in a big way, and they take map number 1 in the closest fashion. Oh my goodness, I'm about losing my voice after that one. AnD Blackwall, they had to lead the entire game until the very end there. That final P1 to P2 transition was beautiful. Noire Esports just held mid-map beautifully, and they'll take it off the back of a 40 bomb from Key, and that damage from Betwatch watching over the top was beautiful as well. 250 to 235. I think we're in for a series, ladies and gentlemen. That was a, oh my god, woo! That was a fun one to watch. Losing my voice a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Toward the tail end of that one, if you couldn't tell. We still got some maps to go. Let me update my graphic. My god, 250, 235 on the exposure. Definitely a fun one to watch there. A good one to watch back to for both teams there. There were some mistakes on both sides, but I mean, yeah, clutch up when they needed them for Noire Esports as they take an important map number 1 there for sure. And they swing first. And we'll see what has in store for us for map number 2. It's going to be Raid S&D. And we'll see if AnD Blackwall can bounce back after their first map loss of the season so far. And in a very close fashion as well. You know, like I said, they were in comfortable control about that 40-point cushion the entire map until the very end. Just kind of broke down at the end. And it was really just like the 2-player show right there were Key. I mean, it was really everybody, but Key and Betwatch toward the end of them, especially Key, watching the cuts on the P1 was able to give them a ton of time on that P1 hill. And then P2 was so mixy to where it ended up going toward that window hill, that P3, where they were able to finally close it out. And my god, what a map. That was incredible for me to watch. Holy. Map number 2 raid coming up next. And, you know, I mean, to be honest, we've seen a lot of close SMDs on this raid map. You know, it's one I typically talk about being offensive sided. And for good reason. You know, it's hard to defend on this map a lot of the time. Even with the sniper in play, it's just the defensive positionings aren't quite as good, honestly, on a map like this, especially toward that A bomb site. Top laundry can be so difficult to try and defend because you just get wall banged. And I mean, it can be the same on the other side toward top art as well. But oh man, I'm super hype after that one, guys. That was a fun one. We're already loaded on in. Raid S&D, map number 2. And I believe I have, nope, teams are flipped. So I'll flip the logos real quick for you guys. Oops. What did I just do? There we go. And Noire Esports up 1-0, and already Keizo with the first blood. And Keizo with 2 as well. Getting it done early on offense toward this ring position. Like I said, hard to defend A, and that's, you know, for good reason. You're just getting ran down. It can be a tough one to do with anything about. 1103. Biding his time to plant, but it looks like they will finally get the bomb down toward A. AnD Blackwall, man up, bomb down. And now it's up to Noire Esports. What do you have on the retake? Numbers not in your favor, so you got to make sure you're getting ones and getting them clean here. Fives need some help over the top. And 1-1-0-3 is here, but Peeps gets the first blood. So 2v2 situation still not over. A lot of time to work with. We'll see what Peeps and Track have in store for us. And Peeps gets some shots in toward that player on pillars, and it's not planted for them as well, but Peeps unfortunately taken down, now left just to Track. 1-1-0-3, just shouldering to his heart's content, and that should do it. 3 on the round. I'm not even sure. I was trying to wait for that the kill cam to pop because I forgot the player's name. Keizo, sorry. My bad, Keizo. My memory's not very good. Keizo, 3 on the round for him there. Got the opening 2 and then finisher for him. So great start for AnD Blackwall. They'll strike first here on this raid. SND looking good. I will say offense probably favored a little bit on this map, so we'll see what Noire has on the flip side. We might be seeing a B based on where the arrows are heading, and yeah, that's where exactly where they're going. See what Betwatch and Co. have in store for us. It's going to be key, sliding on out, looking at mid-cut, and already Peeps gets the first blood toward window. And now it's up to Keizo, left in an awkward spot, needs to watch his kitchen. And he's going to get a freebie as well. Yeah, Track maybe played a little bit too far up there for his own good. Bomb will go down early. Now the retake is on. 1 for 1. 1-1-0-3. Gets another one, so even things up. 2-2 split here. Up 20. And Keizo trying to clutch on up. Keizo dies. And now just up to Mr. Up 20. He's going to have to be up 2-0 in the life count this round to get this done, but he's just getting shouldered to death. 15 seconds left, but he might have got a timing. Oh, the knife is out. Bad time to pull out your knife. I don't know if it would have been possible anyway. Time was dwindling incredibly low there anyway. And blow for blow on the offense. Noire Esports. They'll get the first blood and they'll take the second round. Tie things on up here. Still far from over. And now we'll see what Blackwall has on the offense this time around. It was a fast A attempt last time. I'm expecting more of the same. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it's really just up to Key, the lone member, just jump spotting here, and he's going to spot the entire team. So he'll back on up. But the bomb hasn't been planted yet. And Fives is getting dangerously close to enemy territory. Gets 1, 9 HP. Iron not good. Yeah, maybe an overchow there from Fives, but the damage has been done. Keizo able to get 1 toward mid. And another identical situation to the first round. 3v2. And this time it's going to be Peeps yet again. I mean, this is playing out exactly how the first one did. Let's see if Noire can play it a little bit better this time. Betwatch spots this player toward Rock, and Fives... Or excuse me, that's Mr. 2 Up. Gets Peeps toward top window, and this is playing out identically to the first round. Burger stun from Betwatch, but I mean, regardless, he's running out of time despite the stun here. Not a whole lot he could do. Keizo just playing a creddy. He should be spotted here. Betwatch able to get 1, but Mr. Up 20, all he has to do is play the bomb defuse, and he'll win this round, surely. And he will. Blackwall up to 2 now. And I mean, literally a mirror image of how the first offense played out for them down to the end of it. Noire Esports played it a little bit better this time, but just unfortunately weren't able to get it done in the end. Just ran out of time. And maybe for Noire Esports, next defense, they decide to stack the A bomb site. You know, I feel like retaking A can be harder than retaking B. A lot of the time. It just depends, I guess, on the setup you have, but I feel like it's harder to watch post-plan on B than it is on A, but we'll see what they have in store for us. Mid-map aggression, and Keizo might get overran here in a second, but Fives is going to be spotting some players. Nade might land, and it will, but Nade on top of him as well. Stun's going to land too, and this is B-bomb site control for sure, but nobody's watching Bedroom. Look at number 4. That's 1-1-0-3 on the pinch here. He might get a freebie or 2 if he strikes quickly. And Fives is going to chime on in. Great route from 1-1-0-3. Almost a triple there. Not quite. Bomb is down, and now it's just left. Betwatch in the clutch situation, able to get one, and a second one as well. Oh no! It's just down to Keizo. And I think he might have spotted him above it. Betwatch for the 1v3. No, not quite. Almost able to pull out a miracle in that one. But Keizo shuts it down. And finally, we break the trend of offensive victories. And honestly, that got scary for Blackwall. Blackwall. I keep saying Blackwall. Blackwall there. Because, I mean, they were at a 3v1 basically. And they allowed Noire Esports, Betwatch to just rip 2 players on the bomb heady without a trade. That could have been definitely a Noire Esports victory there, but luckily Keizo's on your team. He's been frying this map so far. 7-2 for him. We'll see if he can keep it up. 3-1. Reads the score, and Keizo's not done yet. Make it 8. Nice nade from Betwatch. We'll slow things down for now. But Keizo's got to be careful. There's a player kitchen here. We'll see if Peeps ends up challenging on out, or if he reads the pressure. He's able to get one. No trade. He's out of there. Betwatch watching his retreat as well. And now it's Blackwall in a tough spot. They have the beast bomb site control, but they don't have the numbers. They would love to get a pick here before they lay the bomb down. But they're not getting one. All of Noire Esports is toward this A bomb, and they're pushing through. And the longer that Blackwall waits to plant, the riskier this becomes. They are going to plant, and I believe they planted for open as well. It's up to Mr. Up 20, up 2-0. I don't know what his name is supposed to be to get one here. He's going to get shot in the back. Surely he will die. Teamwork from Noire looking good there. And now just Keizo, the MVP so far in map number 2. Can you pull out a miracle? Able to get one at the very least, but nothing more he could do. Too many numbers on the opposing side, and now Noire. Clutch on up. Nice retake from them, using their numbers effectively. Put a second one on the board. We'll see if they can get another one. This time on the offense. Offense seems to be favored on this map, but, you know, it's been pretty back and forth so far. Teams making some solid adjustments. And I like what Noire Esports did that round. We'll see if they can clutch on up. And Peeps cracking his knuckles. Letting him know. Flexing on him. And it looks like another B attempt from Noire. Catching them completely off guard. And yeah, it's only Keizo that's local. They stacked the A bomb site. They guessed, and they guessed wrong. Now Blackwall. Let's test your retake ability in this 4v4. Semtex might land. Oh, no. No flak jacket for Peeps. That's going to give him the freest kill. Yeah, I'm amazed. Wow, what shots from track there. But I'm amazed that the bomb planter not wearing flak jacket in that situation just gets one-naded on the bomb. And that might be a blunder. We'll see if track can make up for his teammates' transgressions, but it's only him to get a kill in that round. 4-2 now. AnD Blackwall answer back with a round of their own and keep this 2-round cushion. And yeah, I just feel like if you're going to be the bomb planter, especially on the B bomb site right there, you got to be wearing flak jacket. Peeps just getting one-naded there cannot happen, especially with no trophy. No trophy, you got to have flak jacket. Because that can happen where you just get one-naded for absolutely free. And now, AnD Blackwall on the offense, back toward their, you know, their bread and butter on this A bomb site. And Key is pretty close, local toward this mid-map area. It's really whether or not they can get some kills toward Laundry. It's going to be Fives activating first. Who else but Fives? He's been aggressive Laundry this entire map so far. Another 3v2, but a god nade over the top to clean up Fives. And now 1-1-3 gets one toward mid-map. All left to track. He was able to get 2 last round attack. Gonna have to be 2 more in the clutch. 3 HP and a dream. This is gonna be a very hard one for him to get. 20 seconds left. He has no idea where they went. Track 45 HP, tag down low. And he will get cleaned up now. 5-2. AnD Blackwall find themselves on map point, and they have quite a few to work with as well, so definitely a couple rounds where they can experiment with some strategies if they want to. Maybe on that next offensive push, we'll see something crazy. But that's really on Noire Esports, depending on if they can win this round. They gotta win 4 in a row if they're gonna take this map number 2. And it's a tall task. It's been pretty, I don't want to say lackluster, but yeah, kind of lackluster. Their teamwork has been there, but just haven't been able to clutch up when it matters. And the First Bloods haven't been going their way either, as another 2 fall. And this time, on just a 2v4, yet again, Track and Betwatch, and now just Betwatch. 1v4, good luck, man. Getting chased by number 3, and that should seal it. 1 apiece now. AnD Blackwall strike back in map number 2, and in a big way, a convincing SND victory. And that bodes well as we go forward into this series. If we do end up going map 5, I mean, you know, it's good to have SND to rely on the deeper you go into a series, for sure. AnD Blackwall showing us how resilient they are. And they'll tie things up here. I mean, you know, map 1, it was incredibly close, too. This could be 2-0 up for Blackwall, realistically. Just kind of fumbled it at the goal line there in that exposure. So, as we head forward in our series, we're going to be heading to Scar Overload. And this is a big one in this series for sure. Both of these teams want to win this one. And Scar, kind of a map where, I've said it before, I'll say it again, you could definitely find yourself in the blender on this one if you're not careful. Got to make sure you're playing the overextensions and not letting anybody through. More so than really even playing the drone on this map. Some maps like Exposure where you can kind of get cute with the drone and you can take some routes and get lost in the different rooms and crevices toward mid-map. This is not one of those maps. This is a map where you got to make sure you are on top of the enemy locations at all times, making sure your communication is clear and concise as it can be. Because I've seen a lot of teams, you know, let people get through, and then they just spawn trap in your base, whether that be blue or green. You just get absolutely obliterated if you let them. And a lot of times, you could just watch people spawn. If you get a clean wave of kills, if you're pushed up enough, you could just watch them spawn over and over. And if you're not ready, you can just get blendered. So you got to be careful on this map. This is probably, oh man, I'm not sure who I would give the edge to at this point because map 1 was so incredibly close. Man, yeah, I'm not sure. This is a toss up for me. I mean, you guys in chat, you can pick your poison, but let me tell them I'm ready. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because it was AnD Blackwall map number 1 who was in control the entire time, just kind of fumbled it at the end. But I mean, that SND was pretty clinical to answer back. So your guess is as good as mine. I'll probably, I don't know. I'll go Blackwall for this map. I think that SND they bounce back from. I think they're composed now. I think they've kind of centered themselves again, got things locked back to where they should be. I think they got them in this overload, and I think it'll be very close. I think I'm looking at. This might come down to time, honestly. I'm expecting this one to not go all the way to 8. I'm expecting this one probably a lower scoring game. And maybe, I might predict like a 5-3 here for Blackwall. I think that's probably what I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. I could be completely wrong. We'll see, but if I'm right, but I think that's kind of around the scoreline I'm going to give. It could be the other way too. It could be for Noire as well, but I think that's kind of around the scoreline I'm expecting for this map. I don't think we're going to see that many scores. I think the defense will come out on top, but I don't know. I'm down to be proven wrong, for sure. What is going on? Why did I get added? What is going on? Oh wow, that was just nothing. I just got added for no reason. Cool, love that. Oh man. Let me create a poll while I'm here. Might as well. Let me just make a poll. Screw it. I'm bored. You guys can vote in chat. Who you guys think is going to win map 3? I think Blackwall, but I think it's going to be close on this one. I think maybe 5-3 is around the scoreline. I think I'd give them maybe 4-3. I think it's going to be an incredibly close map, as we are loaded on in 2 Scar overload. So we'll see what the teams have in store for us here. Oh, excuse me. And we get the teams flipped there. There we go. And we're off. We're off to the races. Track going for the overextension early. Loses an important gunfight. And so does Key. So it's going to be 2 dead already. Keizo, nice shots across the map. 2-0 from him. Great start from Blackwall. And they're picking up right where they left off on the last map. 1-1-0-3 already in your base. And that might just be a dunk early. Less than 30 seconds. And they've already got a score on the board. Blackwall strikes first. They still have a player up here. It's going to be Keizo, but surely gets overwhelmed at the end. He will. And peeps toward General Store. Able to get 1 there. But it's going to be this plain positioning. And this is a really hard area for the reset to be, because it's just fought over tooth and nail from both teams on the plain heady. But already Betwatch might have 1 toward top, and he should get the counter cap here. Nobody here to stop him. 1 apiece already, and I might be eating my words. It might be a high-scoring game already. 2 scores on the board. Barely a minute has elapsed. And Peeps just wrecking havoc in their spawn 4-1. Great start from him. Force free. Lead blocker as well. Might be able to get some more, but no. Shut down. Vibes off spawn. Able to get it done there. Track able to get 1 for his efforts, but AnD clearing house toward their base, excuse me. And the reset is on in. And 5's going to take the drone elsewhere. Mr. up 20. I think it's a Mr. up 2-0, but I just like saying 20. Mr. up 20. He's up 20 on the show. Watching the overextension. He is dealt with swiftly there, so 1-1-0-3. Watching the cut Key with a nice movement there. Gets a double. Unable to heal, so trades are coming on in. And mid-map positioning is fought over by both teams just profusely right now, as the drone will reset to a more favorable location for Noire to pick it up here. And they might have a score if they're able to keep Motel control. Peeps in a great spot, but he's going to give up the top. Surely gets shot in the back, and he will. So now it is going to flip on through, and I mean, it's 1-1-0-3 here on the reset, but teammates dying. Track able to get 2 and make it all 3 now. We're going to fall. Mr. M20 toward the portal. He's got a big job in front of him. Able to get 1, and he is going to survive for now. Keizo is here, and Keizo chimes on in for a second, so slowly but surely. Blackwall pushing up the map, but Betwatch shuts him down. 2 for him. Almost a third, 2 through the wall. Some nice shots from Betwatch. And this has just been a stalemate toward this drone reset. Nobody able to really pick it up and take a route with it as of yet. But as I say that, 3 dead, making all 4 for Blackwall are going to fall. It's just going to be Track off spawn. And it looks like they are going to take it on an audible. Mr. up 20, threading the needle here, might be able to get the score. And that's lead blockers getting all the kills. Blackwall strikes again, put us a second one on the board. The reset is already through. It's toward mid-map, and I mean, the split spawns are through. Key is in a good spot. If he pushes through, he might be able to get some timings on Blackwall players toward the general store, but he doesn't know which route he wants to take. I mean, he hasn't seen anybody as of yet. He's just trying to find somebody, a lone player, by themselves, and I mean, so far, he hasn't spotted anything. Finally, a kill going through, and a double from Key finally plays a key part in that defense. And hold up, Keizo just takes the drone. He just scores. They just let him go through. And those are the plays I talk about all the time, where people just not watching the cuts there. They had 3 dead. There was only 1 player there, and they knew exactly where he was. They just let him get to the portal for free. I mean, Track is here, but they have 2 members in front of him. But the pistol might be better. Oh, the goal line defense. The save from 1-1-0-3. But I hear the Hellstorm coming on through. I'm not even sure who that is that was calling that in. Regardless, I don't think it found a home anyway, so might not matter in the end there. So 3-1. No counter cap from Noire. But 3 dead And they might have a chance to get to this on B. It's just going to be number 5. And he's calling it his Hellstorm here. If they go quickly, they have a shot, but they're slow playing this. Little did they know they had the opportunity to funnel on in. Peep's going for it, but he gets it. And the Hellstorm, not effective. Oh, I think he lagged out, unfortunately. Oh, no. We're going to have some interesting talks about what the scoreline is after this one. Because I believe he had a Hellstorm missile out when he lagged out, too. That's really tough. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure if that second one's going to count. For sure 3-1, but I don't know. We might have a full map replay. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. I'm not sure what the teams want to do. We'll get an official ruling on that here in the chat in a minute, but I think I'm not sure when he lagged out there. It looked like it was like right before that Hellstorm missile came in. I mean, if you could join back, that'd be ideal. I know they probably don't want to have that score. I guess they are restarting it since he can't join. Unfortunate. So we are going to get this reset. That's unfortunate, too, because it was at a critical time, too. It was right when he was calling in his Hellstorm missile. Definitely could have made an impactful play there. I'm not sure, like, what the ruling's going to be on that, if I'm being honest, because it was so close to the end of the half that I feel like the scoreline probably should count, but at the same time, I don't think that second one's going to count, so it could be just a full replay, potentially, here. I guess we'll find out here in a second, but let me ask him in chat. I'm actually curious. I'm not sure. Let me see what they say. So I feel like it probably should be a situation where they keep the 3-1, but because there was only like, I don't know, like 20 seconds, but they could have scored there too. Like they had an opportunity to score, but it's like when I don't know. It's like there's too many variables there. You know what I mean? Like the situation that happened. So it's tough, right? Like oh, I just forgot to switch screens too. It's tough. Like you don't really know. Yeah, my bad, guys. They might reset the lobby too, potentially. So yeah, I forgot to fucking switch screen. I usually switch screens immediately, so that was my bad. I was curious in chat. Hopefully we don't have any idiots in chat. You guys are smart. Oh, the Hellstorm causes you to crash? Oh, that's stupid. I haven't really encountered that yet in any of the games I've casted where somebody's crashed from a Hellstorm missile. That sucks though. That's shitty. Because it's like that's such an impactful streak, you know? Like he probably gets a couple kills there with it too if he doesn't crash, but whatever. Oh, they're saying 3-2. I'm surprised they're counting that that score because he lagged out before that. But okay, all right, they want to count that. That's fine. I don't know because that's Noire saying that though. So obviously they want to keep the score, but it's like I don't know. That's like what AnD want to do. I'm assuming we'll see. We'll see after the game's over if they if they even need to. My hair is going all over the place. If they even need to do that. We are loaded back on in on the replay, so I guess it's going to be 3-2. So I'm assuming, yeah, 5 is what AnD need, and 4 is what, or sorry, 5 is what AnD needs, 6 is what Noire need. I am off my rocker right now. And it looks like they flip sides on me again, so I'm gonna have to flip my overlay again. Oh, to be me. There we go. All right, let's get into the match. So far already, 1-1-0-3 with a 3-piece to start things off, but we'll see if AnD can bring that through to the portal. As I'm actually not even sure. I think they're only going to play one half. I didn't even ask them, but I'm assuming since the half was over, they're just going to like play that half out, and then it's just going to be a second half. So I'm assuming that's what's happening here. I'm not 100% on that, but we'll see. We'll see if it ends up mattering here in the end. And Five's able to get one, not the second here on the overextension. Mr. Up 20, some sloppy shots, had a couple, and Trek beams him with the sub at long range. And that is just another instance of the Dravik just being better, honestly. No recoil on that weapon whatsoever, and he puts it on through. First score on the board for Noire Esports. They tie things up here, 3 apiece now, if my information is correct. So still very close back and forth series that we have on our hands. And Keizo trying to play the reset here. Will get gunned, dealt with by Key, and Key has a couple of arrows in front of him, needs to deal with. Shots on one. He gets one tag down low, but that healing coming through. But it doesn't matter. The Jaeger is just better in that gunfight. Key heating on up. 6 and 3 for him. He'll be on the drone reset. And he might be taking a route with it. He's got to be careful here. Betwatch gets a double, though, off screen. Key chimes in for the trade. And now one more member to beat. Key should be sliding this through. And a second one on the board. Noire still heating up in this series. The reset might be favoring them after all. On the worst side, but they have not slowed down. Key on 5. Hellstorm secured. I'm not sure if he even wants to call it in, though, because we saw what happened last time somebody tried to call in the Hellstorm. We'll see if it ends up mattering here in this match at all. Betwatch with a double on the reset. And Noire Esports members all over this so far after the restart. And finally, as I say that, AnD Blackwall secure their base, secure the drone portal, and they have blockers as well. 1103. Able to get taken, gets taken down though. So not able to put it in as of yet. And I believe the Hellstorm missile, is it being called in? No, I thought I heard something, but maybe not. Maybe they're scared to call it in after the crash there, but it's going to be tracked with the double, with the pistol. And Betwatch on the overextension. If he goes, if he flies, he could beat the timings here, but he's not going to risk it. He's going to group back up with his team. And probably, well, maybe not. Maybe not a smart decision. I don't know. The spawns were on the A zone, but I don't know if he had time to get all the way over there. That is one of the, what you call a risky play, for sure. And Key behind enemy lines with his teammate right now. Have important gunfights to win. But right now it's Betwatch just playing with his life, just trying to get out of dodge, but he has players in front of him. And that's going to be Peeps picking up the slack right there. 3 dead yet again. Peeps going to grab the drone, and if they're quick about this, they could potentially get this A droned in and score a 3rd one in this half. That'd be impressive for Noire coming back off the reset. And they will get it as well. 3rd one on the board. Keizo picks up the last 2 in spawn, but this has been a brilliant reset from Noire Esports here. Looking like they want to take this one home. And shutting my predictions up. But as I say that, though, AnD Blackwall, a big wave of kills, and they will secure one on the board. So they answer back. A minute left in this half, and I don't know if this is the half or this is the game, guys. So this might be it. Or we could be seeing another half entirely. I guess we'll find out in 50 seconds or so when this half ends. But for now, Mr. Up 20 with the drone in hand, and he's got one player to beat with the pistol right behind him. He might be able to get it done with the Jagger. No, Peeps able to secure it, and that's 3. And now Peeps taking it toward A. But he's unable to get past the 50-yard mark. And the rest of AnD Blackwall charging forward. They have about 1 or 2 more pushes at this with overtime on the half considered. And they need 2 scores. Actually, I think they need 1 score to tie things up here, and they will. They'll get it in. Still 20 seconds left to potentially get the victory here. And they have 3 dead as well. This is a good chain that they have. It's just up to Track and Co. in spawn. The reset is in. Track gets some shots in, but not quite enough. He's going to get 1, but the team kill is on in. The drone not going through. Fives is here just by his lonesome, and he gets shut down. 5 seconds left. Overtime is going to be considered here. 30 seconds of it. Betwatch, nice kill through the wall there. And now Noire Esports have a chance to win the game outright. They're tied, despite the scoreline being the same, but he's going to get taken down. And we will have a tie game heading into our second half. So I'm actually not sure. They might just play the second half and consider this. Yeah, okay, they're gonna play the... Alright, so I'm getting live comms. They're playing out the round, which is what I think they should do. Alright, so first one to score 3 right now. I guess is going to be the winner. They were talking about it in mid-match. Honestly, W comms out to you guys for figuring that out so fast. I know some other teams who would never do some shit like that. W competitors here. So Noire needs 3, or excuse me, Noire needs 6 and 5 still for AnD Blackwall to take the victory here. First one to 8 is going to do it. So far, so good. Where'd my kill feed go? I just pressed a button and it went away. There we go. Kill feed's back. Sorry about that. So far, it's Noire pushing up the map. They have the drone in hand. They have a couple members to beat here. Mr. Up 20 cooking a nade over the top. That might find a home. Not quite, though. As he's going to be goal line watching. Betwatch. Betwatch is here. Able to get one. Track is there. Excuse me, Key is there. Or a second one as well. Key with just the pistol, kind of in a precarious position. Not a whole lot he could do about it. Peeps gets one toward the spawn. Second one through the wall. Double kill through the wall for Peeps. And that is 3 dead, making it all 4. Patience pays off, and Betwatch should seal that one. Gets it through. And score for Noire off of that halftime break. Looking poised to potentially take another one here as well as Key with another double. Disgusting double for him to find. And they have lead blockers as well. They're spawning all of their opponents out. Betwatch in the back with shots on through onto 2 and another one for Noire. 1 score away from taking this incredibly interesting overload on Scar here. Been a crazy map from the resets and all that has happened. Oh, Fives kind of turned on there. Not gonna lie, Betwatch wins an important one. Mr. Up 20 goes for the Hail Mary. And nothing he can do about it. And Key is here on the reset. Key with all 3 7 spree. He has not died since that last drone score. And he is finally put to rest there. But Key has been a key component. I keep making that pun, but it has been true. And another one should go in, and that should seal it. Noire Esports, take it. Oh my goodness. What a crazy overload game to end on. And they will take the advantage 2-1 in this series. And a reset that, you know, was definitely... I don't even know what the scoreline is. It was an 8 to 5 at the end of that, I think. I believe. Unofficial score. I think that's what they ended on. Man. What a map from Noire. Bouncing back after that reset, looking good. And I mean, it was just Key at the end of that one. Just getting kill after kill after kill. In Blackwell's base, or Blackwall's base. I keep calling him Blackwell, man. Oh, keep doing it. It's hard not to. I'm not gonna lie. So 2-0 up now, or 2-1 up, excuse me. Up now for Noire. Heading into this hard point. And I mean, so far the respawns have gone Noire's way, despite, you know, Blackwall doing their best to try and counteract the aggression that Noire has had in this match so far. We take a look at the maps. We're heading toward Blackheart. Oh my, what a series so far. And if this map 4 is any indication, or if this map... I can't even talk right now, guys. I'm so hype. Let me come down real quick. Let me take a nice little chill pill real quick and just be zen for a second. Just formulate my thoughts. If map number 1 was any indicator of how map number 4 is going to go, it's going to be an incredibly close map for sure. And Blackheart is a map where you can get punished for not rotating for sure on a couple of those hills where you can just cut off the map incredibly effectively. I mean, I saw it a couple days ago on that map where team got absolutely smoked. But I mean, we'll see what happens. Really just going to depend on the SMGs frying on this map for sure. And I mean, we saw Key. He's been frying, doing a great job of it so far. We'll see if he can continue that pace. And I'm expecting, I kind of want this to go to map 5, so I don't know. We'll see if Blackheart HP favors AnD in this one, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, respawns have both gone Noire's way so far, but I mean, like I said, map 1 was so close. Blackwall was ahead the entire time until the very end. We might be saying the reversal. We might see Noire up the entire time until the very end. I don't know. It's hard to predict these things, but alas, I digress. Let me take a drink because I need it. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that was a map right there. Oh god. And there we go. Got pull up in chat for you guys. Should be over in a minute, so get your votes in before this series starts. I hear the beeps, so we're going to be loading on in. It's going to be Blackheart, map number 4. And this is do or die time now. 4 armed and dangerous. They looked good to start that hard point, but just kind of choked in the 11th hour there. We'll see if they can compose themselves and get the respawn victory this time to send us to map number 5. And we're off to the races. So far, so good. Nades are coming on in. Key actually using, I forgot, MSMC, I forgot what it's called in this game. MPC, I think, something like that. And it can be very effective already. Gets a 3-piece off of the spawn. So I'm going to keep on board with him for a minute because, I've yet to see this gun a ton. I've only really seen it on Colossus. And already 4 dead yet again. And I mean, this is a clinical start so far from Noire Esports. Track combines on in for a 3 spree of his own, and decent time you can earn on this P1 for sure. There's only a couple ways to enter this, and they're all through doorways, so it's kind of tough to enter on in. I mean, the doorways, I guess, are often competitive, so a little bit easier maybe to potentially walk your way on in. That's a nice break coming out from Blackwall. They'll push on through, but they have that watch in the back. He is able to get traded, though. So far, so good. Push through from Blackwall here as they'll be soaking this P2 time for now, and they should have spawns. They're getting parallels for now, so they got to get one more kill or two to probably spawn in the back here, and that should seal the spawns for them for now. This is one of the hills on this map, Money Hill. It's incredibly difficult to break this hill. You have to basically kill everybody in the back and then just try and flood spam nades on in. But as I say that, Noire do a decent job getting the kills in the front. Are they going to read this pinch, though? The spawn out from 1103, and they don't. He gets a freebie in the back, and that is another 4 dead. And this time it's 4 Noire, so Blackwall, despite P1 not going their way, do a great job in transition toward this P2 hill. And we already have 1103 on the rotation. He spots 1 as well. That's bet watch. This is going to be an important 1v1, but he's by himself. He has 3 arrows around him. Honestly, just play your life at this point. In the back, unfortunately, as I say that, instantly taken on down. So Noire Esports with the spawns, with the attempt to push this there, but Keizo with the fancy footwork gets active in the air, a double for him. But still, the spawns not in the favor of AnD. They got to get all the kills and more, it seems like, to break this hill. And I mean, just Money Hill after Money Hill on Blackheart. That's why we see teams avoid this map, honestly, because you just spawn basically on top of the hill. Really hard to break. P2, P3, even P4. I mean, even P5, honestly, all the hills in this map are kind of annoying to break. You kind of have to push all the way through. But especially this P2, P3, for sure. You kind of have to go all the way into the back to even get a chance to break them. And got head glitches on the hill. Keizo just soaking time right now. Just doing his thing. He'll collect the last 20 or so. And Blackwall, we saw this map number 1 go out to an early lead here. We'll see if this time in the hard point they can hold on to it at the end. They'll find themselves about a 50-point cushion going to new here, and it's going to be up to Track and Co. What can you do in transition? I like this route from Mr. Up 20. He should be able to get 1 in the back, and that's going to be a good one to find. And a double from him. That's going to break the back of the spawns. Unfortunate time for him, but damage has been done. And now just Key left alive on the hill. His spawns are going to get weird here because everybody's everywhere. Key with a double. 4 spree for him to re-break on through the hill. And all the hard work Mr. Up 2-0 did just negated by a god play from Key. And a force spree to net them some decent time. 3 dead, though. Noire Esports are going to be falling. And to break on in through the front, Mr. Up 20. Gonna read the split spawns, but he might not read the pressure in time. Yeah, a little bit slow on that reaction there. Five's able to win 1 and a second as well. Pistol not good enough for Key there. The final 10 going blue. And we're off to the races yet again for another important rotation. It feels like every hill is a money hill on this map. So far, it's red arrows here first. Mr. Up 20, maybe reading the pressure, but reading it wrong. Gets a double, but I mean, this doesn't really matter too much as the spawns are just going to be right in front of this hill. Definitely, probably the mixiest money hill on this map where you can just spam nades, and you can definitely break from the front if you're so inclined. And you can definitely hold it from the front if you're so inclined as well. And I mean, Key hitting a wrap, gets a double through mid-map here. Might even get the triple as well. Baits for his teams. And Betwatch just baiting for Key there. Tag down low from a nade, but going from the top ropes. And not enough. As this has been a pretty good hold so far from Noire Esports. Gets themselves back into this map. And they'll get themselves close to tying things up here as we head back into our first hill on the second rotation. And still about that cushion that I'm talking about in the hard point. It's just been AnD. Seems like they've always just been up 30 or 40 points in hard point. Just one step ahead of Noire, but the slang, I will say, I mean, it's kind of weird too, because the slang's about even honestly, Noire Esports out-slaying their opponents, just find themselves down about that 30 to 40 point threshold. So it seems like Noire Esports just have to do the most to try and get something going. Fives with a nice double will clean house, and that should be a lot of time going their way. Betwatch able to get 1. But that's all he's going to find for now, as the split spawns are coming on out now for Noire Esports, and that is not what you like to see with 20 seconds left on hold. That is the worst time to get broken. They still have a decent amount of time to work with to try and break through for new, but I mean, all the meanwhile, P1 time going Blackwall's way. Nice movement out of Key, will win that one, but the stun grenade at a bad time won't pay off. And now that 30-point threshold or so might go up to about 70 to 80 at the end of this hill. It's whether or not Blackwall can kill Track on this overextension. This is a big kill in the back. They need to make sure they deal with this and deal with them soon. But Track lives. He survives for now. His teammates getting kills in the front. And Track is here for the natural pinch after winning that one. And just like that, that is how easy you can be to break this hill. You just got to hit the back and make sure you're not getting overran from that side of the map. It can be tough, but back and forth we go. I mean, break after break after break. It seems like nobody's really holding a ton of time on this hill so far. Mr. Up 20 gets some shots in, but Keizo's there to pick up the pieces. But just like that, Key just breaks in from the front and says, thank you very much. That's a double for me. And I'll clean up the scrap time, but maybe not the best time to break on in. As I mean, you know, it seems like just every time Blackwall, you know, they spawn out or something, it's to their benefit. Every time Noire spawn out, it's to their detriment. And Five's nice double from him. Headshot on the peeps. We'll secure that one as well, just shouldering the front. Got to be careful here, but wins the gunfight on Key. Nice shoulders from him. I believe that's the Hellstorm missile in the sky. Who's it going to land on? Track gets a double. But nobody really here from his team to collect on that time, so kind of a useless Hellstorm missile, to be honest. Not able to break the spawns from the front. As AnD Blackwall with the biggest lead they've had this entire game. Great P3 hold from them so far, spawning so close, and I mean, it's just so difficult to try and break this hill. As you see right there, just 3 dead yet again. The trades are so difficult to get on hills like this, where it's just like, the crossfires are so easy, so natural for you to do. I mean, what's that old Geico commercial? Even a caveman can do it. I mean, that's kind of how these setups are on this map. That's why we see teams kind of tend to stray away from a map like this, because it's just like the funnel is real when you get caught in it. And Key, oh no, that's Track actually loses an important one. I actually don't know how he lost. That was crazy gunfight. Just some nice movement at a Keizo there. Shuts it down. And now a 100-point deficit for Noire. AnD Blackwall can end it on this hill. Keizo with 2, turning onto track, but not quite burning. And now a 1v1 on hill. And now Peeps another one, but the stun grenade not gonna allow him to get that one. And it should be a mix fest in the front right now. On the minimap, though, Track does win an important one, and he'll get kills in the side. Pre-fire to his heart's content here. And a nice double from Track as the final 20 should go red here. But, I mean, a big hole that Noire find themselves in. They got to climb themselves out of it. I mean, they did it map 1, but albeit the deficit wasn't quite this dramatic, I guess you could say. It's going to have to be a very just stoic effort from them for the next couple of hills in a row. They really got to chain together a ton of time to come back in this series. And I mean, Mr. Up 20 all the way in the back, just trying to live as best he can. Nice pistol shot from him, just trying to keep the spawn dream alive. 1103 chiming on in from middle. And a good live out of Mr. Up 20. That might seal their fate here. Spawns relinquished from Noire now. And AnD Blackwall poised to take this one. Oh, but the timing from Betwatch, though, they didn't spot him on this OE. He has to go big here if they're going to make an impact, and he does. Double from him. And just like that, as quickly as they had it, they lose it. Noire Esports break on in for the final 20. How many times have I said that this map so far? But like I said a minute ago, it's got to be perfect. They cannot afford to make mistakes late in this series for Blackwall. Or you may suffer the same fate as map 1, but they have a big enough cushion this time where I don't see that happening. It would have to be a tremendous collapse for Blackwall at this point. Track breaking on in. Nice jump off the wall. 3 dead. It still isn't over. 5s with a nice double in the side, though, and that'll soften up the defenses for now. And Key with 1s or trade. Key with 3, I believe, there before he finally falls. So back and forth. Actually, a team kill, unfortunately, for Mr. Up 20. As this is still not over. We saw what happened map 1. Noire can play picture perfect when they absolutely need to. And 3 dead yet again. A mixy P1 hill, but Noire Esports coming out on the better end of it so far. Maybe. Just as I say that, well, I mean, it's still been very mixy on P1. Nevertheless, AnD do have spawns for new, so Noire, despite, you know, being better on this P1, they got a break in the back, and they're doing a good job of it. Look at this swarm in the back, and they know how to play it. Peeps should be cutting off the front players here. Has a good angle to do so. Gets 1. And a second as well. Nice double kill from him. He just needs to stay alive the best he can, but he's going to ego chow. Pistol doesn't matter the weapon. He's just running at them. And don't count out Noire Esports yet. It's not over. They have the spawns for new. Shots are coming on in, but Betwatch overwhelmed. And now 10 seconds left for the victory. AnD, they got to hold on. They got to do something here, but Peeps just wall bounce into his heart's content. And AnD Blackwall, they're going to spawn out yet again, and it's flip after flip after flip after flip. Betwatch loses one in transition. But I mean, still, Noire Esports holding on, and that's going to be 3 dead, and that'll give them some clearance to get toward mid-map to be able to potentially flip. But this is the hardest hill to break on the map. We've seen them struggle so far for Noire time and time again on this hill, this map. And 5s with a double might just seal their fate here. It's really going to be up to number 5 from the front. Can you get anything done? No, he can't. And I don't know if Track's going to be able to touch the time or not. It's just Betwatch and Co. from the front. What can you do? Answer is nothing. And 250. I believe to 223 there in the end. Just too big of a deficit for Noire Esports to come up with in the end. And I mean, despite their best efforts, they tried. They really did. Just too little too late in that round. It's a 100-point deficit. I mean, it's an incredibly tough margin to come back from. And AnD will send us to map number 5. I mean, hey, I predicted this before the series started. I'm glad I got something right, at the very least. And a pretty even effort, the slaying department across the board from both teams. Just a banger of a map. If you you're just tuning in, this has been a very back and forth series from start to finish so far. Both the hard points have been incredibly close. Those are probably the match to watch in this one. My goodness, let me get a drink real quick. Oh, man. I'll pull up the maps and modes for you real quick. We are heading to map number 5, Scar S&D. Not my favorite map in the pool for search, but it can deliver, especially those snipers. Be on the lookout for those. Getting first bloods. And really, who's just going to clutch up when it mattered? It seemed like AnD, the first map, they were super clutch in Search and Destroy. And it's up to Noire Esports now. I mean, S&D wasn't their map in map number 2. They're going to have to make it a little bit more contested this time around, playing more as a unit. And just getting first bloods, not getting first blooded, because they got first blooded a lot in that raid S&D in map number 2. So looking for them to just try and make sure they're not giving away first bloods for free here. As my goodness, it has been a series so far. And I mean, predictions going into map 5, I mean, kind of out the window at this point. I feel like it's just been such a what am I trying to say? Topsy-turvy series. That's what I'm trying to say. That it's going to be tough to predict. I will say S&D probably edged toward Blackwall after what I saw in map number 2. But I will say Scar is probably one of the most coin flippy S&D maps we have in our pool. I mean, just in general, I would say it reminds me kind of a Vault last year where it was kind of offense simulator, but it's more, I guess it is more 50-50 this year, just in general. But we'll see. We'll see if the teams are, you know, I guess really just up to Noire at this point. Like, can you answer back after map number 2 having kind of a poor performance in S&D? Can you know, get something going? And it's not like they weren't playing great. They were playing pretty well, but I just came down to clutch situations, 1v1s, where they just, and like 1v2s, where they just weren't able to retake a bomb site, it seemed like, especially toward that A bomb site on raid. They found themselves in time trouble. Just couldn't defuse the bomb in time. We'll see if they're able to do it. As I hear the beeps in my ear, we are going to be loading on in to the final map in this series, and it's been a banger of a series, guys. You know, shout out both of these teams for putting on a good match for me. My first match was a slaughter, so this is, you know, nice breath of fresh air. And we'll see who's going to be crowned at the end of this. Scar S&D. One final map. And may I remind you guys as well, this is probably for number 1 seed in their group. Blackwall 3-0 and 2-1 for Noire Esports. So if they're able to beat the top contender in their group, they'll have the head-to-head advantage, I believe. Depending on if it goes to map count or not, I'm not sure on that as well. But they should have the head-to-head advantage in this one. And already a snipe from Peeps off the rip. My bad, I was adjusting my overlays and stuff. We'll stay on board with him for a minute while I try and get my overlay fixed. There we go. And that's a much-needed first blood. Noire Esports has struggled with that in S&D so far. And a second one as well, as Track gets on the board. Peeps watching the overextension. It's going to be 5s toward mid-map. He's able to get 1. And that'll give them, you know, an answer back, but they're still down numbers in this one. But 5s gets an incredible timing on Peeps. The absolute best timing you could have possibly asked for. And now B-Bomb is completely wide open for the taking. And I think 5s knows it. He's calling his teammate over, but they got to be quick about it. The wrap is on in. It's not in quickly enough, though. I think they're able to get the bomb down as, yeah, they will. So now the retake ability from Key and Co. What do you have? And Key gets a freebie on the bomb planter. Maybe not the best route for Mr. Up 20 there as 5s finds himself in a 1v2 situation. Not the best positioning for him to be in either, but he might have played this perfectly. We'll find out if he gets the timing. Yeah, he gets out. And he's just playing it well right now. Able to get 1. Sloppy shots, but he gets it done. 1v1, 20 seconds left now. It's up to Key. You got to try and clutch this up, but he gets the perfect timing on his opposition. 5s falls. The retake is on in. And a scary round for Noire Esports. After they get the first 2 kills, too. Almost fell apart for them. But finally, able to clutch on up, and a clutch they absolutely needed to get this search going. They'll strike first in this round and get themselves on the board first. And I mean, I'm expecting more or less the same for this entire map here, back and forth, especially on Scar. I'm actually curious if anybody has a sniper from Blackwall here. I don't know if they do. It looks like 1103 does, so be on the lookout for that one. But the aggression is toward this B-bomb site already. Nobody dying as of yet, but they got to be careful. As Key gets the first blood, yeah, just laying toward mid-map, gets absolutely ran down. Keizo with the trade, but Key is going to be fast here. They might not read it in time, and Key does get one, and that's a sniper in the back. That's going to be 1103 with that one. And he might get a timing on the bomb planter. He's going to be past Key right now, but Key in the back should get a freebie on the trade there. Keizo, 1v2. Mirror position from the last round, but he has to defuse the bomb this time around. And the player is so separated. It's going to be hard to isolate these gunfights if they're not going to give him anything. Yeah, Keizo, just what can you do in this situation? Spotted on out. Sandwiched on in. A second one on the board. Noire Esports. Off a 6-0 start from Key. Put themselves out to a decent lead here. And he might be close to that Hellstorm missile. He might even have it. I'm going to stay on board with Key just to make sure, see if he has streaks here, because that could be crucial in this match. He's pretty close to him. Maybe a couple more, maybe 2 more kills or a kill on the bomb plant. He should have it. So be on the lookout for Key in this one. I think Peep still has the sniper as well, potentially here. We'll see if he does. I think 1104 put it away as well. And Peeps did too. So no sniper as Peeps gets first blood. And unfortunately, Key is going to die, so no Hellstorm missile, but the damage might have been done. No, Peeps loses that one. And an important one to lose. Good thing for him, Track able to get a trade mid-map, and now Mr. Up 20. We'll see if he can clutch the 1v2. A lot of time to work with at the very least, so does have that on his side. We'll see if he can get a timing right now. I don't know if they know he's in the back of their spawn, and they don't. Yeah, Track. We'll get the info now toward Betwatch. And Betwatch in a decent position, but he has to worry about the timings for sure here. As he's going to get spotted toward top green, and yeah, the timing not in his favor. The clutch on in from the Mr. 2-0 man himself. Getting 2 on the round, getting the clutch, and a much needed round there for Blackwall. Did not want to go down 3 rounds, especially on a map like Scar, where it seems like very 50-50 type of rounds going on. And this is definitely still anybody's match now. Yeah, Peeps put the sniper away for now, so we might not be seeing a whole lot of more sniping in this one. Both players, I think they might have, I don't think they've died with this. I think Peeps only died once with the sniper, so he could potentially pull it back out, but 1103 has it out, and he gets first blood with it. I'm glad I didn't miss a snipe kill finally in this match. A 1-for-1 trade. And Key able to strike fear in their opponents as they're going to back on up, and Track gets one as well in transition. And Mr. Up 20 and 1103. Maybe not the best combo with the sniper out. We'll see if they can get anything done here. 1103 still holding this angle, but he might get spotted. Yeah, getting ran at as well. And his teammate dies toward mid-map. Numbers advantage favoring Noire, and they capitalize. They do not squander an opportunity again. And it's really just, this search to destroy has been on the back of Key so far. 8-1. Running it down. Making sure that their opponents respect the routes they're taking, respect the aggression they're taking. You see how far back they played after the trade went down. They could have planted the bomb for absolutely free, but they played it a little bit patient, made sure they weren't getting sniped, and I can understand that. Respectable. As they do take out 1103, so I think no more sniper for him. I think Peeps has one more crack at it. So we'll stay on board for him for a second. He's not going to spot anything as of yet. Mr. 103 might get sniped at. Potentially here. Peeps watching the top area, but not going to spot anything. That's already 2 dead for Noire, but Peeps able to get 1 back. And now the mirror opposite of what last round was. This time Noire with the numbers disadvantage. This time Noire with the sniper and the AR out. We'll see if they can clutch on up. Both playing toward the back of their base right now. Betwatch gets some info on one. Not the best nade from him. I'm gonna coin him Mr. Burr Grenades because that's the second time I've seen him do that. Sorry, Betwatch. Is what it is. And the bomb's gonna go down. Blackwall in the overwhelming position, but this might work on out. We'll see if they just decide to check the bomb. He's already halfway done. Is he gonna get it? He's just gonna ninja defuse right in front of him, and he gets it. Peeps with the balls of steel. And AnD Blackwall do not check 9,000 IQ play. That was basically the only way that Noire Esports could win that round. They go for it. Nobody checks the bomb. And they put a fourth one on the board. That is a blunder and a half from Blackwall. A round they are going to look back on. Hey, does anybody have bomb checks? And the answer was no. Nobody had bomb checks. And Noire Esports, they take full advantage of that one in another round where they probably should have lost. They come up clutch. And they take the victory, looking different from map number 2 in almost every way. Keizo does get first blood. So finally, some clearance toward this bomb. Key gets taken out as well, and numbers advantage finally for Blackwall here. I mean, they had it last round. We'll see if they can convert this time around. Unfortunate team kill, but Keizo able to get the one before he falls, so just now left to track in the 1v3. And a much-needed answer back there from Blackwall. 4-2 now, but I will say, I mean, this map is kind of getting out of their hands. Despite this swift answer back, I don't know if that's going to stop the momentum from Noire Esports, especially after losing some of the rounds they've lost in the ways they have. That ninja defuse right there is just, that's not a good look. Not a good look, and we'll see if that affects their mental at all going forward. Probably won't too much, but it's something that lingers in the back of your mind, especially after the match. Maybe not so much during the match, but definitely after the match. That is going to be talked about. So far, it's going to be a B hit. And 11:03 this time with the sniper. Gets the first blood. And I swear he had died twice. Maybe he did. I don't know. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. It's hard to keep track of snipes. I swear he died twice, but maybe not. But so far, so good. Five's getting a double. And it's all down to Key. Last alive in a swift B plant. And it should be an AnD Blackwall round. Despite some, unless some crazy things happen, is, yeah. Gonna get shot in the back there. Oh, is it infinite in EWG unless they agree to 2? Oh, I didn't even know that. These guys are respectable about it, at least. I appreciate these dudes for the competitive integrity. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure he had died twice, but he was saying it was infinite, I guess, in this league. Which I honestly, I don't even know if that's true or not. But they're putting them away for sure for now. I just confirmed in chat in my eardrum. So, no more snipes the rest of the match, for sure. So, we'll see how that affects the series. So far, Five's getting ran at. Absolutely run down. Key strikes first. First blood for him toward this plane area. And that gives them a lot of options to work with. That's going to attract those arrows back toward the B bomb site. And that leaves A kind of open for the taking. They don't know it yet, but they're going to keep pushing up toward B. And I mean, Key kind of stuck in no man's land. Keizo stops shooting. But Mr. Up 20 secures it. And that might have been a mistake to try and continue to push that pressure toward B. We'll see if it comes back to bite Noire in the end here. 2v2 situation. But bomb is down on the B bomb site. Not the best positioning for it to be down at. And both players going to be lurking toward this B zone. They probably know they have it down near them. Nice stun check, though. That'll secure the info for Noire Esports, but they're running out of time. 25 seconds, and they still haven't moved up. Finally, moving up now. It's going to be Track and Co. What can you do? 11:03 gets one. Betwatch might have got a timing toward top green, and he does. Now just a 1v1 situation. They're going to jump over each other, and Betwatch gets him in the back. A clutch from Betwatch to put them on match point. And they got a couple of them to work with as well. So now, AnD Blackwall. Series life on the line. Backs against the wall, quite literally. Gonna have to string 3 in a row together I mean, hey, you see the numbers on the screen. It's 5-3. There is a curse for this exact situation. But we'll see if it ends up happening or not. I mean, this has been a pretty clinical SND, despite some heroics here or there from Blackwall. From Noire, they've looked good in Scar SND so far. We'll see if they can close it out here. But Keizo getting aggressive toward a bomb site. Trophy is there. So no first blood as of yet. Nobody's seeing anything as of yet on the A-bomb site. Finally, Keizo get a spot in. Whose Hellstorm is this? I don't know. I don't know whose Hellstorm that was. I couldn't see. Betwatch gets first blood, though. I think that was Key's Hellstorm. No, Key didn't have a Hellstorm, I don't think. Had to have been 1103's, maybe. My apologies. I couldn't tell. Nevertheless, Noire Esports up numbers in potentially what could be the last round of the series here. And Betwatch watching diligently, but might get a timing. Yeah, unfortunately for him. 1103 strikes again. Numbers advantage gone now. But they still have to plant the bomb. And Key, gonna spot some info toward A. He's gonna wisely back on up here. Might be able to play for a pinch here. But they're running out of time. They gotta plant this bomb for Blackwall. And they have no time to go toward B at this moment now. They have to go toward A. Key is here. Key's taken down low. He has one toward mid-map, but the isolation comes in. Nice route from Fives. The trade is on in. But they still have to plant the bomb. They are able to get it down with 13 seconds left. Track able to get one, and now just up to Mr. 2-0. He's clutched before. We'll see if he can clutch again. Series life on the line. Shots in one right above him, but he's going to get shot in the back. Peeps able to get that one, and Noire Esports close it on out. In a pretty one-sided map, 6-3 there. And a great match. A great series of Call of Duty all around, guys. That was one for the books, for sure. As we go blow for blow, map for map, back and forth. And Noire Esports come out on top, and kind of a much-needed one for seeding, for playoffs at the very least, to try and top their group here. I think they still have one more match to play. So don't get... I'm not exactly 100% sure on that, but I mean, that should give them the top of the group for sure now that they beat the undefeated team. So appreciate you guys coming out, coming out in the stream watching. My mouth is so dry. We've been live for like 2 hours at this point. I've just been yapping, so I guess that makes up for my incredibly short first series, but is what it is. Let's take one last look at the maps and modes before I close things out here. This is how the series panned out, and I mean, back and forth as you could possibly get there. Not really anybody with a super one-sided edge in this series on any map or mode particularly, so good to see. I'm glad the teams were resilient enough to take us to map number 5, kind of what I predicted in this series. And shout out to Noire Esports clutching on up when it mattered. And I mean, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that map 1 at the very end, that exposure. That was a great clutch out of them to send us the distance. And my God, I am tired. I'm going to give my voice a rest, guys. Holy crap. GG's, guys. I appreciate you. That's going to do it for me. Should be done for the rest of the night. Let me see if... I'm assuming there's nobody live, because XP should be done by now. I don't think... That series went on a long time. I think that should be it. So yeah, I'm going to be heading on out of here. I appreciate you guys. I will be back whenever. I mean, yeah, whenever you guys need a caster, let me know, because I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm here for all the noise. Have a good night, guys. I will catch you guys later. Peace.
Every day they clocking me. Red alert, I'm the dangerous. I keep that clock on me. And they ain't looking for no choke. I'm just looking out for me. Cause I done did shit the niggas ain't talking about no rapping beat.
I gotta start fucking charging more, man.
Mask, casual. Shit that I can't even remember. Bet they remember me. Shit that happened late in December. I bring that winter heat. Niggas down the whole October, the real Halloween. Back to back funerals is them us, it's him and me. Don't get booked cause ain't no bomb money. We doing this shit for free. If he told that it ain't my homie, that little nigga weak. If I miss ain't going to sleep, I'm in the streets. We play for keys. 2011. August 11th, RIP August 9th, 2 days before, I turned 17, 21 to 45, I'm like, what the fuck that mean? You fighting an armed robbery, shorty, that's what they offer. My little brother getting big, my uncle